There.
Three, the key to
Oh, so all has to stay on?
Hello?
Hi.
Hello? In all my years of teaching group assignments, it's exceptionally rare for an absent student to send work through another person to help their group. I've seen that maybe twice in 11 years.
Exactly.
And I had a student do that today, so I just wanted to point that out to the people in that person's group. It's kind of an exceptional show of camaraderie and contribution. Next. You'll need that little drawing of the coal types down there. That'll take just a few seconds, I hope. It's like 25. Please note, look at me. Everybody look at me. Everybody look at me. No, stop talking. Look at me. No photos. Look at me. These are not layers. There's two different drawings. How we make petroleum is one thing, and I just had space on the board for how we make coal. It's not like petroleum's on top of coal. These are not layers. I was just using space on the board. Yeah.
We hadn't seen that until today.
You hadn't seen.
We haven't seen the second drawing until today. So.
Correct. So you can put it anywhere you want. They're not layers. Like I'm not adding another substrate below petroleum.
So peat's not below.
Correct. Exactly. Yes. That's what I'm saying. Oh dang. Did LeBron James use Michael Jordan's number?
23, yeah. Yeah, he's 23. I got that question earlier. I think it was against you.
And then I beat your ass?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's funny how that works.
Out of nowhere. It was like 2-1 or something, and I woke up and it was like, Jose is beat you.
That's right, isn't that awesome?
I started a rematch though, and I already got one character.
Don't worry, you're going down.
Alright. We'll see.
Chico, I think I did actually. You should check your phone. I'm looking right now. No, I'm looking for something else right now. I think right now I'm, oh no.
We should just play trivia crack up here.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing. I'm crushing John Ewer.
Oh, Jono, that guy's. That's not even a compliment.
He's a very smart boy.
Dude, this guy's challenged me 2 times.
Wow, I might scoop him. I like running the table. That's really fun.
You like what?
Running the table.
Fence.
When you go 0-6 in one turn. Running the table is a cool turn. It's when you knock all your color balls in one turn.
Which is almost impossible in that. We got a good lead though, 1-4.
Jose, isn't lactate the enzyme in milk, not lactase?
It's lactate.
Yeah, it's just, what is lactase in an enzyme? But that was
Maybe it's another enzyme.
Yeah.
Time is proportional, so with more time you get more energy content. Hurry up, we're almost done.
I'm beating John out too.
Yeah, but I think I might scoop him.
Oh, really?
I had 0 when I started this round, now it's at 5.
Oh, nice.
Where does what? Oh, it doesn't correspond to something else. It's just what we got to talk about. Oh, dang it, I was one question away from totally running this out. Yeah, $3.
$3.
And then you buy the ad-free version.
You buy it.
Either way, just buy the human manual.
Who is Mrs. Crunch?
Oh, really? I almost ran you today. I went 0 to 4. Didn't I?
I went an hour for 5
Good against City. It's so weird.
Listen very carefully, please. Listen very carefully, please. I have to read a statement. I need you to read this statement or I'm going to keep having to read it over and over again because this is my job today. So shut up or I'll kick you in the neck, James Mom. Attached are draft schedules. All students must return the draft to their counselor with one of the following options checked. It's on the back. You either approve of the schedule, you have a mistake you need to tell the teachers about, the counselors about, or you need to complete a petition form to make a change. Right. Oh my God. Get out of here. Okay, I'm still waiting. Okay, well, that was exciting. Alright, well, I don't care about your first period, but now we're just going to have to start over. So, all students must return the draft to their counselor with one of the following options checked. Number 1, they approve the schedule. Number 2, there is a mistake. Or number 3, they will be completing a petition to make a change. Here's a scary new thing that's never happened before now. All petition forms are due tomorrow, which is Friday. So you are on a very tight deadline. Otherwise, this is your schedule. The only way to change your schedule, other than a mistake, is to petition. A mistake would be like, what? I'm not taking Latin. And a petition would be like, I know I signed up for Latin, but now I want to take swimming. If you're cool, you check the first box, which says, I'm cool. Everybody look at the back of your schedule. The first box says, okay, cool.
At the beginning of the year, I had only 5 classes, and I didn't want to add a 6th, so my counselor made me add a 6th and said all juniors must have 6 classes all year. And now I only have 5 classes. Can I just keep it like that, not add 6? It's my first.
I'm sorry that I don't understand what is the student you made.
Okay.
Now, students, please raise your hand if you need a petition form. I'm sorry that I only have 2 of them.
Yeah. No, I have.
And it's not in capitals. Like everyone else is in capitals except for that. Oh, this is so great. I have 4 classes.
Are we changing back to different ourselves?
Wait, who? Oh, wait.
Oh,
yeah, no. I think it would be yeah, no, but it's like,
actually, I think yeah,
it was so good.
You get these to our campus by tomorrow, you said? Alright.
No, we have to get the petition.
Okay.
Everybody stop now? Everybody stop now. You had only 3 choices: accept, point out an error, or request a change. You must complete that check choice now and pass up to me your schedules. You may want a digital photograph. This is not final anyway. You'll get your final schedule later. If you want to keep this for conversation's sake, take a photo, then pass up now. Pass them up now. Check and pass up. Check and pass up. Check and pass up. Austin!
Yes.
You have to check one of the 3 choices. Sure, I'll pay you for your money.
He'll wait for 2 days and is so scared to play. He accepted it.
You go out and have a white
I'm going to the next burrito at night. Yes, I have.
That was so fun. Yeah, I think it's impressive, isn't it?
Where are you going to go next week?
And not have to take this one either, so I missed 2 days of school from all the time.
So it was the entire week, like 135 to
No, just Tuesday and Thursday. Tuesday's like 1 through
Sam Ruggs.
5.
Yep. What's the hardest you off on those cards? If I'd read the questions in front of me, yes.
I think I'm missing one. In this row? Am I missing one in this row? Wow, Paul. Whatever, bro. The two of you who had a petition form, you want me to take that now or do you want to turn it in later? Are you done with the petition? Or are you going to turn it in later? Later? Okay. How many petition forms do we need? Please raise your hand. I might be able to get it now. How many petition forms do we need? 2? This is your last chance. I'm trying to help out, and then we're going to change the subject. Would anybody else like a petition form? 3? Okay. Sam?
Yeah, I'm just writing it down.
Is this period 2? Remember that your final is tomorrow at lunch.
Just for
Mexico kids.
Called Mexicans, okay? Oh, Paris and Chicago, right? Chicago.
Hair? Yeah. Okay, we go. Can you please take all this to the counseling office, and if they are available, request 3 petition forms plus your own. Like that.
Where is it?
Double?
Yeah, it was Francis.
Who's that?
I knew the cheese was better.
It's just like an absurd obscenity. So like, it's like people doing that. It's like, how do you not be so long? Yeah, alright, here we go. Now we start class. Did anybody see no more trivia crack? If I can't play, you can't play. If I can't play, you can't play. Must answer! Must answer!
I got it right.
Okay, you got lucky. Now! Did everything you last night? 4 people, huh? Damn. Was it really hard to find parking, or finals and stuff maybe? Yeah. Anything to add about the? Did you notice that it was mostly focused on the water blowing up?
I don't get what you. So you said like that doesn't actually happen because of the wells where they do drive like way too deep for it to actually get into the groundwater. Like, how does that happen?
Oh well. A, I don't know. B, there's obviously hydrocarbons in the water. I'm not disputing with the water column fire. And by the way, that's a horrible tragedy. We have a right to dependable drinkable water. In a country with our degree of wealth, there's no excuse for drinking nasty, disease-causing water. Those cancer clusters are real. Those illnesses are real. The flammability of the tap water is real. I just don't think it's the fracking. It's some sort of surface contamination of groundwater. And so the most likely candidate is usually jackass neighbors dumping gasoline in the driveway, or your local gas station having a leaky gas tank.
Sometimes they like dump cement, like where they're fracking, they like dump cement right around the well, right?
And so like surface leakage, I suppose, But I don't think that's a very logical objection, because at the top, those things are like many thousands of feet deep. So the top of the well is like a giant concrete pad bigger than this room. It's like layers and layers of steel and concrete, because that's where all the pressure is not captured by something else. So that's where you have to have, like, if you imagine it's an upside down cone, it's a cone of concrete that leads into pipe eventually. So for the top couple of 100 feet even, it's just like concrete, steel, concrete, steel, concrete, steel, and then the casing, and then you go down. So yeah, I mean, you could pollute surface water, but that's not the fracking, that people just being sloppy on the surface, and there's a lot of ways to be sloppy on the surface. Fracking's not especially sloppy on the surface. Yeah? That's the same. Who Killed the Electric Car is one movie. Who else? Anybody else? Alright, next. Mad students going to Mexico. Final is tomorrow at lunch. Don't forget, not here. Down there. The green room. The madlinda.com room.
And it's just multiple choice, so you're not independent.
You're independent.
Don't be caught.
Still waiting for you. Still waiting for you. Because you did not, because you were forced to spend time on that schedule thing during our class, we are about 30 minutes behind the other period, but it's really important that we get started. You'll need assignment 7.3, please. Were they pretty impressed that we had them already?
The girl was like, where are all these coming from? Because other people are still bringing hers. It's pretty funny. Oh.
Few of us actually read our emails last night. There was like this sequence of emails where like you know how like everybody's part of a group conversation?
Yeah.
So like one was like, why don't we just have them all go in? And then someone was like, I can just have my TAs take them in. And then at like 4 in the morning, Emily Ritchie's like, oh, that sounds great, let's go with that plan. And so I knew that nobody would be reading their emails, but I was ready. Yesterday we left off with methane hydrate. You remember the ice that traps methane because you have decomposition in cold water? Remember that? Decomposition in cold water? Are we not awake? Methane hydrate, the ice that has methane encased in the lattice structure of the ice. Yeah, the one I fed to my daughter. No, if I can't play, you can't play. You know, this thing. Methane hydrate. Yeah. And I told you, please write in your notes positive feedback. We'll start there tomorrow. Can somebody remind me what positive feedback means in the conversational sense, like in the bro sense, what it does not mean in science. But in day-to-day conversation, if I'm going to give him some positive feedback, I would say, right, good job, you're doing great. That's a nice cardigan. And I want to remind you that in our use of that language, positive and negative refers to our valuation of the commentary. We're saying that it's either encouraging and favorable, or we're saying it's like discouraging and unfavorable. Good, nice, positive. But in the sciences, it's not about the value. It can be a good thing or a bad thing. What's the positive feedback part? This is 3 stars. It's been in 2 units so far. It'll be in 2 more units, and it's guaranteed to be on the AP test. You will fail if you don't know this. Let's do it. No, not at all. Because what you're saying is gaining something from a natural disaster, that's giving it some sort of a value, like, oh, that was bad, but this is overall good. No, this isn't about good and bad or value. No.
It's like when something happens and it just like, whatever. It's like a cycle and it just keeps going like fire or something. So it's like,
Yes, a cycle always being more like a fire. Another way to say that?
So like a town is like doing well, because like more people come, it's better. More people come.
That's a fine example.
Like when something happens, it leads to a continuation of it. So
It's an event whose outcome leads to more of the event. Yeah?
Snowball effect.
Snowball effect, a self-perpetuating cycle. Yes. Yeah, something that feeds off itself, grows from itself. Yeah, it can be good or bad. It's not about like nice and unpleasant. I'll give you 2 positive feedbacks. One is good. I work out, so my wife says, "Damn, you look good." And I'm like, "I'll keep working out." And then she goes, "Damn, now you look really good." And I'm like, "Damn, I'll keep working out." Because the outcome, her thinking I'm attractive, causes me to do more of that thing. That's nice. I think we'll agree that working out is probably good for you. On the other hand, when I get depressed, I eat ice cream, then I look at myself in the mirror, and I'm like, "Oh dang, I look pregnant." And because I'm depressed, I will eat more ice cream, which means I will, right, I'll get more depressed and eat more ice cream. One of those was a value good, like working out. One of them is a value bad, like depression and weight gain. They're both positive feedback because they are a cycle whose outcome makes more of the cycle. Snowball effect. Runaway train. Okay. So now, the methane hydrate. I will give you one fact, and you explain to me why this is a positive feedback. Okay? Y'all remember this part? Ice? Remember this part? Methane? Here's the one fact. Methane is a greenhouse gas. Okay, I give you positive feedback potential.
Oh, so when that gets released, it goes up in the atmosphere and things start to get hotter, so that starts to melt more as it is gone.
Everybody got that one? For those of you who didn't. Okay. Methane and ice. Methane is a greenhouse gas. So, global warming, we melt the ice and we get more greenhouse gas, more global warming, so we melt more, so we get more, so we melt more, we get more.
Is the methane trapped in the ice caps due to like polar bear farts or something?
No, it's like the decomposition of polar bear poo and like.
For like millimeters.
That's kind of disappointing.
But I had to put some numbers on this. Look, I gotta put some numbers on this. Watch. All the CO2 humanity has added has this much warming potential. All the methane trapped in methane hydrate has this much warming potential. In other words, it's considered to be one of the tipping points for global collapse, where enough warming to melt enough methane hydrate starts the snowball, and then the planet cooks. This has happened once before, we think. Around 440 million years ago. Right. It might have been this one. One of these. Might have been, no, maybe it is. You can all Google this. But methane hydrate mass extinction. Okay, remember this when we get to the atmosphere. We're going to talk about methane hydrate once again later. It's the number one biggest positive feedback cycle in global warming. It's the scariest thing about global warming. It is the biggest part of the disaster predictions, holy crap, as long as this one thing doesn't happen, it's the melting methane hydrate. Yeah? Well, people tried, but the problem is moving ice is just super inefficient, energetically speaking. So there's just no way to capture it smoothly. Now people are saying, if the ice caps start to melt, we should try to find aggregations of methane hydrate and basically put a tarp over it, so to speak, and then find a way to suck all that out and put it in the pipelines. But, making it into CO2 is more fossil fuel. It's like, wait, wrong. We're just thinking about the whole thing wrong, we should just avoid that at that. That's probably the easiest investment. All right. Number 23 gets 2 stars. And some of you did the notes, and that's beautiful, but some of you did not. And if you didn't, I think it's going to be really hard for you to keep up with me. Students who did the homework on number 23 should have a list. If it's not in list form, I don't care. Should have, the book gave you 8 industrial impacts of petroleum and gas extraction. If you did the homework, you can just bullet them or check them off as I go, because I'm going to add 4 or 5 more. And you should have 8 to begin with. They were: number 23, the land footprint of the infrastructure. So the amount of land we consume for the roads and the parking lots and the wells and stuff. Number 2, the water pollution, regular operation and accidents and stuff to the water. Number 3, the accidental release of air pollutants. Number 4 is subsidence, because as you suck out gas and oil, the land sinks. Number 5 is the loss or disruption of ecosystems. We often find petroleum in sensitive places. Number 6, the oil seepage and spills and accidents. Number 7, the release of drilling mud, which is the nasty dirt you pull up on the edge of the drill bit. And number 8, the aesthetic degradation of having to look at all that crap. Just out of curiosity, I have no way to penalize you at this point. How many of you had those 8? Okay. Now, we have to add a couple. I'm going to add 9, 10, 11, and 12. So 4 additional. Okay? These are other problems your book didn't mention. A few of them are bigger than the ones your book mentioned. Number 9, these are both oil tanker terminology. Ballast and bilge. Ballast and bilge. I'll explain what this means. But ballast, like ball, A-S-T, ballast. And bilge, like binge drinking with an L, bilge. Some of you have played with bottles and stuff in the bathtub when you were children. I make all of my examples about bath time because I did my kids' baths and that's really fun stuff. When the tanker ship leaves Saudi Arabia, it's loaded down with petroleum. So I think everybody realizes that because the tanker ship is full of a liquid, that tanker ship rides really low in the ocean. Understood? And because the tanker ship is really low in the ocean, maybe you have seen how it looks. When something mostly full of liquid is in the sea, it's basically underwater. It's very stable. You can splash the water around and that thing's just like barely moving because it's in the water. It's getting giant water pressure bear hug. Everybody know that? That all sound like stuff you know about hydrodynamics and bathtubs? So the petroleum tanker shows up in Austin, Texas, pours out the petroleum, and then has to go sail back home, but now it will be what? Empty. So it will float deeper or higher? Higher. So in a storm it will be more bouncy, rocky, dangerous, perilous. And that's how the captain wants to go home to his wife, and so he says, wait a minute, this is illegal, but there's nobody out there to enforce the laws, especially when the storm is coming. They look. And what would you do in an emergency? Fill the thing with salt water. Jump off. Genius over here. Oh, good. Please. Okay. The gloves are off now. The gloves are off. No holes are barred.
You just
Okay.
want him to jump off so he can't beat you in trivia crack anymore.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. It's just gotten too easy for him. Life is too easy. Ain't you trivia crack? Now that the thing's full of salt water, he sails safely back home. But what's he got to do before he can refill in Saudi Arabia? And that's pretty important. And so,